students. In today's class we are going to discuss the properties of carboxylic acids. So let's begin with it. First we are going to discuss the cleavage of bond between O and H. We had divided all the reactions in 5 categories. The first one, it is including the cleavage of OH bond. Okay, and in the second one there will be cleavage between carbon and oxygen bond. In the third type of reaction, there will be cleavage between alkyl carbon and the carbon of the carboxylic part. In the fourth type, reactions due to alkyl, the group which is attached to this carboxylic group, the reaction will be included in that part. And the last one will be the electrophilic substitution reaction. So let's start with the first type, where the cleavage of OH bond is taking place, and this is showing the acidic nature of the carboxylic acids. Now here this H can be replaced by sodium if this carboxylic acid, it is made to react with sodium. What will come out? If you will take 2 moles of RCOH, you will get RCOONA along with a molecule of hydrogen gas. Now here we will take 2 moles of RCOH. Similarly, when you are making it to react with NaOH, this H will combine with this OH and Na will take its place, and the same we will get RCOONA. Okay, so this is the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. Here, what is the side product? H2. Here, when it is combining with sodium bicarbonate, first it will give out the sodium salt of the carboxylic acid. This H will come out and Na will take its place, and it's going to form RCOONA. Now this H and this H, they will combine with one oxygen from here and form H2O and CO2. Okay, from this carbonate part, CO2 will come out, one oxygen is left, and it will combine with these 2 hydrogen and forms the water. So here we have seen that carboxylic acids, when they are combining with sodium metal or NaOH or sodium bicarbonate, they are forming the corresponding sodium salt. Okay, now we will discuss about the acidic nature in detail next in the next section. Second part, cleavage of RCOOH bond, where this bond is going to be cleaved. Students, in this category we are going to form the 4 derivatives of carboxylic acid. We know this reaction when carboxylic acid combines with alcohol. Acid and alcohol, they combine to form ester in presence of acid. Okay, so here this OH will combine with this H, and it will come out in the form of water. Side product will be water, and what you will get? RCO along with OR. So here we got ester. And what is the name of this reaction? Esterification. When this carboxylic acid combines with PCl3 or PCl5 or SOCl2, we get the second derivative of carboxylic acid, that is acid halide. We will get RCOCl. Okay, now how the reaction is taking place? Let's discuss it over here. RCOOH when combines with PCl3. Students, how we are making it to react with PCl3? Cl, Cl and Cl. Okay, now how we are going to combine the reaction products H and Cl? First side product, it will be HCl. Then RCO and Cl. Okay, so what is the main product? RCOCl. Along with this POCl. Wait. When we are going to take here, just wait students, we are going to take 3 moles of PCl3. When we are writing this PCl5, then we will take this RCOH, PCl3, Cl and Cl. When we are writing this way, we are going to take PCl5. With PCl3 also I will tell you how to write. Now, this way, this H will combine with this Cl, and this RCO will combine with Cl, and P will take this oxygen and it will form HCl along with POCl3 along with the main product RCOCl. Okay, now we are going to make it react with this PCl5 also. Here we are going to take 3 moles RCOOH, RCOOH, RCOOH. Okay, now with PCl3. Okay, now here what we will get? H3PO3. Okay, so what is the side product form here? H3PO3 along with RCOCl. RCOCl. So 3 moles of acid halide. So when you are making it to react with PCl5, you write the PCl5 in this way so that all the 3 products can be taken out, and when you are writing PCl3, write it in this way, and 3 moles of RCOH has to be taken. And when you are taking SOCl2, then how you will write the reaction? RCOH combined with SOCl2. What is SOCl2? Thionyl chloride. Now this one of the Cl will combine with H, and what is the side product we will get? HCl. Along with this SO will take one of the oxygen and it will form SO2, and what is the main product? RCO will take one Cl and we will get RCOCl. So by all the 3 phosphorus trichloride, phosphorus pentachloride and thionyl chloride, we are making the acid halide. Okay. Now the next derivative, that is the acid amide. Acid amide हम कैसे obtain करेंगे? We will make it to react with ammonia first. Let's see this. RCOOH when combines with ammonia. First it is going to get added up with this hydrogen and it will form RCOONH4. This is ammonia, and this is, if you are taking CH3CO, then it will be acetate. So suppose if we are taking here CH3, then it will be CH3CONH4. What is the name of this compound? Ammonia acetate. Okay, now this ammonium acetate, when it is heated, one molecule of H2O will come out. From this NH4, 2 hydrogen will come out and 1 oxygen from here. So what is the product formed here? CH3CONH2. Okay, and you can write plus H2O. So here we will complete the flow chart. RCONH2. Okay, I am not writing the side products in this chart. I am writing only the main products. So here we are getting the acid amide. This was acid halide. And with P2O5, phosphorus pentaoxide, 2 molecules of RCOH. RCOOH. This is one molecule and the another. This is another molecule. Now when we are taking this RCOH, 2 molecules we are taking, and intermolecular means 2 molecules के बीच में एक water molecule will come out. So how you will write down this OH and this H? It will come out, and we are going to get RCO whole twice, that is acid anhydride. Now see here, RCO. What is the structure of the product? This product RCO. Now it's going to get attached with this oxygen. From here it will get attached oxygen, then this C having oxygen, and then R. So this is acid anhydride. Let's write it here. RCO whole twice O. This is acid anhydride. Okay, so complete your flow chart. Now the third type of reaction where the carbon-carbon bond will break. Carbon of alkyl and carbon of carboxylic part. Now here the 2 reactions are there. First one, it is the reduction reaction in presence of reducing agent like lithium aluminum hydride or diborane. The COH part, it will convert into CH2OH. Carboxylic acid will convert into alcohol. So we will write RCH2OH. And what is the name of this reaction? Actually, it is not having the name, but it is the process which is taking place here. It is the reduction. Which process is taking place over here? Reduction process is taking place. Now, RCOH when combines with soda lime, NaOH and CO, when it is heated with soda lime, we know that hydrocarbon will be formed. Now, here we are having R, so we will get hydrocarbon RH. Okay, this is decarboxylation reaction. If you want to write the name of this is decarboxylation. This reaction we had discussed in 11th class, where one carbon is lessen over here, एक carbon कम करना होता है, तो we are making it to react with this one. And what is the side product formed here? Na2CO3. Okay, so this Na2CO3 will combine with this and we will get RH. Okay, now in this we are getting the one carbon less. So two reactions are given in this category. First decarboxylation and second it is reduction reaction. Fourth category, reaction due to alkyl group. Now if you are having this type of acid, the alpha hydrogen, this is the functional group, and the carbon which is attached is called as alpha carbon, and hydrogen which is attached to alpha carbon, it will be termed as alpha hydrogen. So I will write it like this. In this, the substitution of alpha hydrogen takes place when you are making it to react with red phosphorus and halogen. Now halogen can be chlorine or bromine. In presence of sunlight and followed by hydrolysis, what you will get over here, this H will replace by X. Either it is Cl or Br. Okay, so X2 can be chlorine or bromine. Fine. So what is the product over here? CH3, CH, X, COOH will remain as it is. Only the alpha hydrogen will get replaced. And this is called as substitution reaction, and it is having a specific name, Hell-Wohlhad-Zelinsky reaction, or in short we use HBZ reaction. Students, this is a very important name reaction. Many a times it is asked directly. Write short note or write the chemical reaction involved in the Hell-Wohlhad-Zelinsky reaction. So RCH2COH in presence of red phosphorus and halogen, in presence of sunlight and water, what is the product is going to form here? RCHXCOOH. Okay, so here the substitution reaction is taking place. Alpha hydrogen is substituted by this one, halogen. Now the last one over here, it is fifth category I am writing here. First, second, third, fourth and fifth. So just write it down. Electrophilic substitution reaction. Okay, now students, electrophilic substitution reaction. If you will see the structure of benzoic acid, it is having a double bond. Now because of this COH group, it is deactivating. I am writing some points over here. It is deactivating. Deactivating group, which one? COOH, and exerting minus R effect. What is minus R effect? The movement of electron away from the benzene ring. It is the meta dialectic. Okay, so we have to keep all these points in our mind when we are going to discuss the electrophilic substitution reaction. Because the COH group, it is deactivating, it is exerting minus R effect, it is meta directing. That means the incoming electrophile will be directed at its meta position. Can you draw the resulting structure, students? just show the movement over here, and then the next movement will be shown here. Okay, so how you can draw the resulting structure? I just draw one, then you can continue with the next one. Here the double bond will come. See, this OH part remain as it is, and here O negative will carry the negative charge, and here it will have the positive charge at ortho position. Now you can shift this charge in the next structure, and in the next structure para position will get the positive charge. The next structure again get the ortho position will get the positive charge. In this way you will see that the three resulting structures, in the coming three resulting structures, there will be positive charge at ortho, para and ortho position. So what you can say, as compared to ortho, there is more electron density at meta position. So the electrophile which is in need of electrons, it will come at its meta position. Okay, and in this category it is giving two reactions. Okay, let's write those reactions. First one it is with bromine. If you are doing the bromination in presence of Lewis acid FeBr2, then what will happen? Simply you have to do nothing. यहाँ पे COH को as it is रहने दो. Here the double bonds will be as it is, and at the meta position you will write the Br. If you are making it to react with a nitrating mixture, concentrated HNO3 and concentrated H2SO4, then nitro group will come at its meta position. The structure will be somewhat like this. Okay, so this is benzoic acid and this is meta-nitrobenzoic acid. This is meta-bromo-benzoic acid. In this way you can learn the different reactions, and now we are going to discuss the acidic nature of the carboxylic acid in detail. Okay, let's see here the acidic nature. When we see the structure of carboxylic acid RCOOH, here we can see that there is a double bond between carbon and oxygen. We all know that oxygen is more electronegative as compared to carbon. So this bond shifts on the oxygen. This bond shifts over here. Okay. In doing so, it will get the negative charge and this carbon will get the positive charge. Now, in the next structure, we had shown that the next oxygen, it is also having two lone pairs of electron, and it can also shift between this carbon and oxygen. Now, in doing so, it will have its remaining negative charge, but यहाँ का जो positive charge है, it will not be shown here, but this positive charge will be carried by now the oxygen atom. So, these are the resulting structures of RCOH ions. These are very helpful in going to explain the reason why they are acidic. This is first, this is second, and we are giving it name third. Okay. Now, if you will carefully see these three structures, students, you will notice that in first, carbon is not having positive charge, and in third, the carbon is not having the positive charge. Only the second structure is showing the positive charge on the carbon. So this is a very important reason that they don't show nucleophilic addition reaction. Many a times this question is asked, this carboxylic acid, they are having the CO group as the aldehyde and ketones are having, but they are not showing the nucleophilic addition reactions as it is shown by the aldehyde ketones. So why they are not showing? The reason is here, carbon of COH group, it is less electrophilic as compared to carbon of carbonyl group of aldehydes and ketones. In all the three structures, we can see that in the two structures the carbon is neutral, but only in the second one it is having the positive charge. So electrophilic nature it is reduced, and that is why nucleophile do not attack on this and they do not show nucleophilic addition reaction. Okay, so first question covered over here. Now RCOH, when dissolved in water, acids in presence of water, they gives carboxylate ion and the hydronium ion. Now if you are writing the KEQ, that is the equilibrium constant, we will write the product concentration of the products, that is RCOO negative and H3O positive upon RCOOH H2. Okay, this is the equilibrium constant. Because the concentration of molar concentration of water remains fixed, so we are combining equilibrium constant with molar concentration of water and we get a new constant Ka. What is this Ka? Dissociation constant of acid, or you can write acid dissociation constant. Okay, Ka. Now, what is the value of this Ka? RCOO negative and H3O positive upon RCOOH. Now students, on the basis of the value of Ka, you can tell about the strength of the acid. Higher the value of Ka, I just write down here, higher the value of Ka, stronger is the acid. Stronger is the acid. Okay. And we also know pKa, it is minus log K. In class 11 in chemical equilibrium we had discussed that what is pKa? It is the negative logarithm of K. That means pKa की वैल्यू जितनी कम होगी उतना ही ज़्यादा stronger acid होगा. So here we will write smaller the value of K, stronger is the acid. That means जितना वैल्यू कम होगा pKa का stronger होगा, जितना ज़्यादा वैल्यू K होगा stronger होगा acid. So here I had taken some data. HCl की pKa value it is -7. For CF3COH it is 0.23. C6H5COH benzoic acid 4.19. CH3COH it is 4.76. So we can say HCl it is having the least value. It is the strongest acid. And here on the basis of the values of pKa, they are divided in different categories. If the value is less than 1, that is called a strong acid. If it is between 1 to 5, that is moderately strong acid. If it is between 5 to 15, that is called as weak acid. Okay. If it is more than 15, then they are extremely weak acids. And we will discuss these two in detail after this section, that alcohols, they are having pKa value 16 and phenols having the 10. But before coming to this, I will explain you the reason behind the acidic nature and then we will take this one in detail. Here, because of these resulting structures, we can explain why this COH group it is acidic in nature. First of all, in third one, in third structure, you just see that oxygen is having the positive charge. Now, because this oxygen it is positive charge, that means oxygen is electron deficient. So we can write oxygen is carrying positive charge, electron deficient. So if it is electron deficient, what it will do? It will try to attract this pair of electron towards itself. So we will write attract pair of electron between O and H. Okay. Now what will happen in that case? अगर ये bond जो है electron pair जो है वो इसकी तरफ attract होगा, then what will happen? The OH bond becomes weak. OH bond becomes weak. Isn't it? Now this H then can easily be given out in the form of proton. So H can be easily given out in form of H plus. Okay, so the first reason it is here, because of the resulting structures of RCOH, one of the structure is carrying the positive charge on oxygen, and because of this electron deficient oxygen atom, it will pull the electron pair towards itself, weakens the OH bond, increases the polarity, and therefore this H can be easily given out in the form of proton. And the second reason, what we can write over here? Second reason, see students, RCOH, when it is forming carboxylate ion, if this carboxylate ion, we can prove that this carboxylate ion, it is stable, then we can say yes, the reaction will move in the forward direction. So what we say is this carboxylate ion, second reason हम क्या देंगे, जो carboxylate ion होता है, it is stabilized. Carboxylate ion is stabilized by resonance. Okay, it shows the resonance, and here we will write I should rub this one so that we can write in properly the resulting structures over here. Carboxylate ion is stabilized by resonance. It shows two equivalent resonating structures. It shows two equivalent resonating structures, okay, in which negative charge is present on electronegative oxygen atom. Okay. Now let's draw the structure of this carboxylate ion, RCO negative, RCO. Okay, this is the carboxylate ion. Now if this carboxylate ion, this negative charge shifts over here, this double bond will shift over here. Okay, so the next resulting structure you can draw RCO negative, and here a double bond will come. Okay, so in this way you can show the shifting of the electrons. Now here it will have 3 pairs, same here also it will have 3 pairs, and where the double bond is present you will show the 2 pairs. Okay, now the two resonating structure, this is the negative charge and this is the negative charge. Here these are the two resonating structures of carboxylate ion, where the negative charge is present on the more electronegative oxygen atom, and they are the equivalent. These are two important words. Okay, and because of this I can draw the resonance hybrid RC. Okay, so here the negative charge is taken by the two oxygen atoms. So what we are saying here, this carboxylate ion, it is showing the resonance. It is showing the resonance in which the two structures are present, where the negative charge is taken by the more electronegative oxygen atom. So these 2 points are responsible for the acidic nature. Now we are going to discuss about the acidity of alcohols and carboxylic acid, phenols and carboxylic acids. Now we will compare the acidic nature of carboxylic acids and alcohol, carboxylic acids and phenol. Students, when we were discussing the phenol, we had seen that alcohols, they are showing only the reaction with sodium and they gives out the hydrogen gas, but they do not turn blue litmus rag, they do not react with NaOH. And the phenols, they combine with sodium as well as NaOH, and they were forming the corresponding sodium salt, but they do not combine with any HCO3. Whereas the carboxylic acids, they combine with all the three, with sodium, with sodium hydroxide and with sodium hydrogen carbonate. So why there is a difference in the acidic nature? The pK value of alcohols, it is almost 16, and for this phenol it is 10. So we will compare the acidic nature. Now let's see first the case of alcohols. Alcohols, when dissolved in water, they forms the corresponding alkoxide ion along with the proton. Now if this alkoxide ion is stable, then they are acidic. If this alkoxide ion is less stable or unstable, then their acidic nature will be this alkoxide ion, 4 points I had written just to summarize the reason. First one, no resonance. This alkoxide ion, where the negative charge is present on oxygen, we are not having any resonating structures. Second, plus I effect. This alkyl group which is attached with the oxygen, it is exerting plus I effect. That means it is pushing the electron towards the oxygen and intensifying the negative charge which is already over there. No dispersion of charge. Instead of dispersing the charge, they are intensifying the charge, and therefore no stability. They are not providing any stability. Because of the alkyl group, it is not stable. So on the whole, what we can say, the alkoxide ions are not stable. So their reaction is not going in this direction. The alcohol do not easily forms the alkoxide ions. Okay. Now, as when we are talking about the phenols, carboxylic acid and phenol. Phenols are little bit more acidic as compared to alcohols. Phenols turns blue litmus red. They also react with Na and NaOH. Because phenol, when they gives proton, they are forming the phenoxide ion. Now we will compare, students, we will compare the stability of phenoxide ion and carboxylate ion. Phenoxide ion and carboxylate ion. Okay. Now, first we will take phenoxide ion. Negative charge carried by the oxygen. Now, this electron pair moves towards the benzene ring, and in different resonating structures, you can see the negative charge is present at ortho, para and ortho position. Okay. So, here we are having the negative charge present in the ring on the carbon atom. Okay, so this is showing the resonance. तो ये आता है कि मैम this is showing the resonance, तो ये तो acidic होना चाहिए. But let's see the carboxylate ion also. Now this RCOH, when it loses H plus, it is forming the carboxylate ion where the negative charge is carried by one of the oxygen. Now if this electron pair shifts like this, that is forming the second resonating structure. In this oxygen will carry the negative charge. So first point, when we are talking about carboxylic acid and phenol, though both were showing the resonance, this is also showing the resonating structures, this is also showing the resonating structures. In class 11th, we had discussed the structures which are giving more stability to the compound, the criteria, how to decide that which resonating structures will be giving more stability. One of that, it was that in this carboxylate ion, we are having two equivalent resonating structures. The resonating structures, they are equivalent. And second point, the negative charge, it is present on more electronegative oxygen atom. So first point you will write, in carboxylate ion, the two resonating structures, they are equivalent, and the negative charge is present on the oxygen atom, which is more electronegative. Whereas when we compare it with the phenoxide ions, here we are saying that they are not equivalent. As it is equivalent, the resulting structures are not equivalent, and the negative charge, it is present on the carbon atom, which is less electronegative as compared to oxygen. So the contribution of these resonating structure, it is not that much important as we are talking about the carboxylate ion. Okay, so you can write about this. And one more point, in this carboxylate ion, there is a delocalization of negative charge on two oxygen atoms. Here we had shown this negative charge is delocalized over two oxygen atoms which are more electronegative, and here there is a delocalization of this negative charge on one oxygen atom and the carbon atom which is less electronegative. So there is less effective delocalization taking place as compared to carboxylate ion. So the two reasons you can write in a summarized way, because this is many a times has been asked. Now the next point, if this carboxylic acid part, COH part, if it is attached with any electron withdrawing group, then it pulls the electron towards itself. Okay, now the negative charge, it is present on the oxygen. Okay, now if any electron withdrawing group it is present, suppose nitro group वहाँ पे attached है, या Cl group attached है, F group attached है, then they withdraws the electron. अगर यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज है, उसको कोई विड्रॉ कर रहा है, दैट मीन्स द डिस्पर्शन ऑफ द चार्ज इज टेकिंग प्लेस, सो वी राइट डिस्पर्सेस द चार्ज। यहाँ पे जो चार्ज प्रेजेंट था उसको वहां पे क्या कर रहा है, उसको डिस्पर्स कर रहा है, अपनी तरफ अट्रैक्ट कर रहा है। देन इट स्टेबलाइजेस द आयन, दैट मीन्स वो आयन को स्टेबिलिटी प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, एंड इट इंक्रीजेस द एसिडिटी, बिकॉज इट इज इंक्रीजिंग द स्टेबिलिटी ऑफ द आयन, दैट मीन्स इट इज इंक्रीजिंग द acidity of the carboxylic acid. Now instead of this, if you are having any electron donating group students, then in that case ये क्या करेगा, डोनेट्स द इलेक्ट्रॉन, वहां पे विथड्रॉ कर रहा था बट ये क्या करेगा, इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करेगा, ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे नेगेटिव चार्ज है, ये और इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेट करेगा, दैट मींस इंटेंसिफाइज द चार्ज, destabilizes the ion, ऑलरेडी नेगेटिव चार्ज है और नेगेटिव चार्ज दे रहा है, दैट मींस इट इज डिक्रीजिंग द स्टेबिलिटी एंड देयरफॉर डिक्रीजेस द acidity. So you will find many questions based on this concept. The different groups will be attached. You have to find out whether it is electron withdrawing or electron donating. Okay. Suppose अगर एक क्वेश्चन हम ले लेते हैं यहाँ पे CF, COOH and CH, COOH. Which one will be more acidic and why? Obviously, this one will be more acidic because this fluorine, this F atom, it is more electronegative. अगर electronegative है, that means it is electron withdrawing group and it increases the acidity. So it will be more acidic as compared to the second one. Okay. So in this way you can practice the questions. Now the last point of the topic, it is if phenyl group or vinyl group is attached to the COH group, then what happens? See, this is the vinyl group attached to COH group. Now if we see the structure students, this is having a double bond, and if double bond shifts over here and in turn this double bond shifts over here, it can show the resonance, and the structure of the resulting structure will be somewhat like this. CH2 will be carrying the positive charge, this carbon, and this oxygen will be carrying the negative charge, and that means what we will say, that this compound is stable because it is showing the resulting structure, so it should decrease the acidity due to resonance. Means जो हमारा विनाइल ग्रुप और फिनाइल ग्रुप अगर अटैच्ड है, फिनाइल ग्रुप किस तरह से अटैच होगा, again it is in conjugation, this double bond, it is in conjugation. If it shifts here, it will shift here, so it will show the resonance. So due to resonance their acidic nature should decrease, but actually में ऐसा होता नहीं है. एक्चुअली में यहाँ पे क्या होता है, ये जो कार्बन है उसका हाइब्रिडाइजेशन कैसा होता है, sp2, this carbon, the carbon to which COH group is attached, it is sp2 hybridized, and we know sp2 hybridized is having more s character, and because of that it is more electronegative. Same here, this carbon, it is sp2 hybridized, more electronegative, so in turn it shows the withdrawal of the negative charge and it stabilizes the ion, and in nutshell we can say it increases the acidity, Okay, so one question it is there, COOH and one OCH3 group, it is attached over here, methoxy, COOH, and one nitro group is attached over here. Okay, now we had seen in the electrophilic substitution reaction that at the meta position they are having comparatively more electron density. If we are having OCH3 group कैसा होता है हमारा, इलेक्ट्रॉन डोनेटिंग. NO2 ग्रुप हमारा कैसा है, इलेक्ट्रॉन विथड्रॉइंग. सो विच वन विल बी द स्ट्रॉन्गेस्ट एसिड, दिस वन. सेकेंड कौन सा हो जाएगा हमारा, बेंजोइक एसिड. एंड थर्ड जहाँ पे methoxy group attached है, because methoxy group it is electron pushing, electron donating. So in this way you can find out the nature of the group which is attached, whether it is electron withdrawing or electron donating. Okay, so here students we have completed the chapter aldehydes, ketones and carboxylic acids. Thank you.